Okay, everyone, welcome. I'm back to redeem myself. I'm going to redeem myself and my failures because I failed terribly and it was terrible and I didn't like it at all. But it's fine. It's fine. You know why? Because we're here now and I'm here to redeem myself. This time, I'm not going to be in the middle of playing the games. So I actually already played the games and I want to show you guys the games from on this analysis website that I use, Winter Chess. It's pretty awesome. I'll link it in the description, I suppose, because it's pretty good. It's not too different from like chess.com's game review. Um, so it's about the same, I suppose. There are little differences here and there. Like sometimes it doesn't give you the critical moves. Um, Even though it was definitely the only good move in that position, but that's neither here nor there. It doesn't really matter, okay? I'm going to show you these. I'm going to show you these games, and I hope that you won't think that I'm as terrible of a chess player by the time I'm done with this. Well, I mean, if you saw the last video, it only has 2 views, but that's a conversation for another day. Anyway, so here we go. So I did this, okay? So I just played, normal Vienna type game, I suppose, right? He took early. This I thought this was weird. I thought it was weird that he took early. Like because you would think that you would finish developing your pieces first, but he didn't, and he just gave my queen the open file. So that's how I was thinking about it in the time at the time, right? Apparently, this was the best move though, was to take with the other pawn. I don't know how that works. I guess that you most of the time, oh, it's like Levy says, most of the time you're supposed to take towards the center, not away from the center. That's why. Okay. So anyway, that's how it goes. So I took away from the center so I could open up the line of sight for my queen, and that was how it went. So then he did that. Okay, pretty normal game. Pretty normal game so far. Normally I don't have a lot of trouble during the openings. The openings are fine for the most part. I don't get a lot of trouble with the openings. I shouldn't have taken there. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Even looking at it now, it looks dumb. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I probably just like I wasn't sure what else to do. Like I just saw like I guess I just saw him taking and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to get forked or something." Even though I'm not going to get forked. I feel like that's pretty obvious that I'm not going to get forked, but it's okay. It's okay. So I took, but of course, I guess this was the best move was to get my knight out of the way, which I didn't realize, and I probably should have realized because I that's a pretty obvious move. I feel like so I'm a little ashamed about that. All right. So anyway, I take with the pawn, but then he blunders, and then I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see that he blundered the pawn. And then I fell for the fork anyway. So then I had to give him the check so I could move my knight out of the way because I just failed. I failed to catch the whole reason. This is the whole reason I did this earlier, right? Like, and I completely missed it 2 seconds later. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, don't judge me. Anyway, so then, yeah, so then I just keep playing normally. I don't know what I was thinking here. I was just like, I'm just gonna start. Oh, it was a mouse slip. That's why. It was a mouse slip. I meant to go here. I meant to do this. Oh, okay. It was still an inaccuracy. Yeah, it was. All right. Well, you know what? Don't judge me. Anyway, what is the best move here? Let's find out. Okay, so it's just a take. I don't know why. I guess here, and then he has to move his rook, and then I can push. The best move was bishop. Oh, okay. The best move was to here to attack the queen. Okay, I see. Anyway, yeah, I'm also going to be analyzing and learning from the games. So, you know, because this is how you get better. You got to learn from your games. Do you guys see this? I'm cutting that out. Anyway, so I move my bishop back. And then, wait, what am I doing? I'm not going to cut it out. You're just going to see me go crazy. This happens a lot when I'm analyzing the games. I forget what move was actually played. You know what? It's fine. It's normal. Okay. Let me just pretend like it's normal. Okay. Anyway, so he blunders. I don't know how I didn't see that. He just gave me a free knight. So here I don't know how I didn't see that he blundered. I don't know how I didn't see that he just straight up gave me his knight. I mean, this is just a free knight. What am I doing? What? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go do here. No, please. Anyway, so I blunder, and not only that, but instead of just taking the knight, I blundered my bishop in response. So I just give this guy my bishop instead of that's like a double blunder. That's a triple blunder. This is a quadruple blunder. And then I'm like, well, now I got to make up for it. And I try. This is how I try to do it. And I'm not doing well. I did notice that he messed up here though, but it's not enough. It's not enough for me to recover, you know? It's just not. It's too late for me. I'm trapped and I'm just hanging pieces left and right. I'm doing my best here, but I'm down two pieces and I hold him off. I hold him off basically. This is it. I hold him off. I force him to sack his queen and I kind of just like I can't stop him. I can't stop him, but here we get this is it. And then eventually I lose here. But I really held on. He had mate a few times. He could have gotten mate a bunch of times. I was really hoping time was going to run out on the clock, honestly, when I was doing this cuz I was really hoping. I was living on a prayer over here, but it didn't happen and I lost. Okay? On to the next game. On to the next game. All right? Now here I'm playing as black. All right? And I guess you can see the accuracy on the right, so you can tell who won immediately. But it's okay, it's fine. So boom. I was going for a Scandinavian, and then he just like he puts his knight there, right there for me to target. So I target it, and then he gives me his knight immediately. So this guy's messing up. You know, he does not look like a 585 to me. I don't know what kind of 585, and then I don't know. Yeah, I really messed up here. I really messed up here. I gave him my my knight in response. I don't know what. Let me see what the best move is here. It was knight f6. Oh, it was to give him. Oh, wait, what? Why? Why? Okay, I'm not gonna figure that out right now. We'll just keep looking. So I give him my knight. I sacrifice my knight. Then I develop my other knight. Okay, so I don't lose my rook because I wanted to save my rook. All right. And then I develop my bishop. You know, develop my other bishop again. You know, and I just keep playing. I'm trying to play normally here, and I'm failing. I'm getting a lot of inaccuracies. To be fair, this is a weird position. All right, this is just a weird position because I already blundered. I blundered in the first move, right? Like I don't know what I was thinking here. Like I don't know. I should have pushed the pawn, right? I should have pushed the pawn because then he goes here, here, you know, or better I take with the knight, you know. But instead, I just blundered. So this is just a weird position for me. Okay, I'm kind of uncomfortable here when I'm doing this, so it's just like it's whatever. So I just keep playing, and then I blunder. I give him my knight for free, and I'm like I don't know how I did that. What is wrong with me? And then he gives me his bishop for free. So I'm like, oh cool, it's nice, nice, right? What is the best move? This was a mistake too. Like what's the best move here? It's just to take the yeah. Oh yeah, because then I have mate here, so he has to come back and protect it. Yeah, okay, I get it. So I take it, and then I'm like, okay, but I saw the idea. I just didn't set it up at first. I just didn't set it up. And then he just doesn't see it. He's just a silly goose, and he just lets me checkmate him. So that was interesting. I would say it's luck. It was kind of luck, to be honest. That was a pretty lucky game, more than anything. But on to the next game, okay? On to the next game. Here we go. Here we go. Look, our accuracies are so close. Okay, so here I play the Vienna. We're playing a Vienna game. All right, I'm just developing normally. All right, developing my pieces normally. I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty comfortable. I'm pretty happy. All right, I'm happy with what's going on. I'm kicking his knight out, except I'm not kicking. I'm giving him some more space to get closer, and then I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. At this point, I think what I was trying to do is I was trying to set up a checkmate here. Still, I was trying to set up some kind of attack here, and I wanted to clear his knight. so I could open the file. So I wanted to move my knight here so I could attack this guy. So I could attack this knight and move it out of the way and, take with the pawn, then take with the queen. So that was kind of the idea that I had. And then I blundered because the best move was, of course, to just take the knight, which was the original idea in the first place. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna take the pawn first, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna do something different now. Look, I was like 3 moves late. I was like 3 moves late. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And of course, this is the best move. Of course, this is the best move. Wait, oops, my bad, my bad. Of course, this is the best move in the position, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, because it's check with the bishop. Do you see this? Do you see this? This is why I'm still well, I'm not gonna my rating is gonna be secret until the end of the video. But this is why I'm still at the same level. Because you see how I didn't see that? See how I didn't see that? I guess this is why I'm analyzing it, right? So, because if I go here, this is a check, and then he has to stop. He has to block the check. He either has to move. He has to do something like this. But then I could just like take it. You know. So he had to move his king, and then I can move my queen over here. Yeah, and then I get it out of the way. All right. All right, I wish I realized this sooner, but it's okay. Things kind of worked out. So then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fork." You know what was funny? When I did this, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fork the queen and the rook," and then and I totally forgot about this. I totally forgot about this knight. I didn't see it at all. But I was like, "Oh, it's cool. It's fine. It's a equal trade, right?" So then I'm trying to figure out how I can break in here, and I'm just like moving around. I blundered my bishop here, and he didn't notice. And I was like, "Whoa, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky." And then so I bring my bishop back. And then I just like I don't even know what to do at this point. And then I almost had it. I almost had it. This really upset me. This really upset me. Look at how bad this blunder was. Look, you can see the rating. It was plus 5.83 and it drops to minus 6.04 because I blundered my queen. I was so ashamed of myself. My head was in my hands. I had the lead. I was winning. And then I tried to do my best to recover after that, but there was no saving it. I mean, I like how he didn't see mate in one here. I like how he didn't see mate in one here, like literally just I don't know. Like what is it here? Yeah. He wasn't even low on time either. So that's kind of funny. So I was just going to try to like survive, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I really messed up. That was really sad. On to the next game. Maybe this one will be better, right? Maybe this one will be better. So here we go. We start playing. You know, I do the 3 knights opening this time. That like cuz I can tell the difference. Yeah, I totally can. And I do this. I block his queen in, now because so now he has to have an extra move to bring out the queen. That was why I did that. I actually did that intentionally. Okay. Which is very rare. Okay, so and I've been very good about admitting it, so I'm telling the truth. Basically. Anyway, so we keep playing. I was kind of happy. I was kind of happy for this trade, to be honest, because then my rook gets the open file as well. That's what I was thinking, just like long term, I suppose. And then I figured, attack the queen, get my knight on a better square, keep pushing up on the queen side, and I just blundered. I this is the thing. Like I don't know what is wrong with me. Like the blunders are crazy. The blunders are crazy, but I kind of recover a little bit. All right, for the most part, and well, I try to. I push up on this side of the board. I'm like, I'm gonna try to make it over here, and then it gets so congested over here, and I realized that I blundered mate like right after I made this move. It's actually kind of hilarious because this is mate. This is mate. right? This is mate. And then he goes, where does he go? What's the last move? I don't know. Oh, it's here, right? Yeah. This is mate. And I didn't realize. I didn't realize when I made the move, and I realized right after. I'm like, whoa, that's just checkmate. And he just moves his knight back. And I was like, I'm so happy he didn't notice that. And I was like, I know I'm cooked, right? I know I'm so cooked right now. Like, this is just a terrible position. And apparently, I had another chance here. I could have just played rook takes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I didn't notice this as well. I don't know why. I noticed after. I should have spent more time thinking about it before I did, but it's whatever. And then here, I think I actually won on time. I think I won this game on time. Do you guys want to check? Yeah, I won on time. Yeah, because look at this. This guy was just like, he was taking too long to make his moves. Do you see? By the end, by the end, I was at 5 minutes and 3 seconds and he was at zero. He was playing so slow, so he was kind of asking for it. So I won that game. I won that game, you know? Um, that which was interesting. All right. And then here we go. This game I was really proud of, actually. I was really proud of this game. It was one of my better games that I played. So, here we go. So, I'm playing the opening. I'm just gonna fianchetto the bishop and just like, I blundered here, but then I kind of recovered and I was just like, I'm just gonna give him the knight. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. I didn't blunder or anything. I decided to give it to him, right? But now I'm just like kind of playing normally here, I suppose. This was like, this was also a weird position for me. I get into really weird positions in chess, I feel like. I feel like everyone does. Like it's just strange sometimes the way that people make moves and then, so I was able to get this up here. So I was really proud of this cuz like look at this setup. Look at this setup here. This is crazy. Like and all of his pieces are here. Look at this bishop. Look at this bishop. Like, I was really proud of the way that I set this up, right? This bishop was so powerful. This bishop is kind of useless, to be honest, but I don't really need it yet. But I can activate it at a moment's notice. But they're both powerful, right? They're both powerful. So I have good positional play here, right? So I'm happy about that. So I just keep kind of like adding the pressure. I'm like, I want to get rid of this guy's bishop, and I'm like, I'm just gonna have them bring my queen over, and I took, and then I just from here I just kept going. You know, I didn't see mate. I guess he because he gave me mate and one. Like, look right here, this would have been mate, but I didn't see. I was too focused on promoting the pawn like a dummy. And here we go. And I think he resigned here, actually. Yeah, so he actually just resigned here, straight up, which was cool. Which was cool. So there we go. So I won 3 games out of 5. One was on time, but that's okay. That's still a win. It's still a win in my book. And if it's not a win in your book, that's just mean. Okay. So I won 3 games. My rating is now 596. Okay. I redeemed myself a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to redeem myself more. Now, I've been playing some blitz chess as well. You know what? We'll have a bonus. We'll have a bonus. Let me set it up really quick. We're going to have there's a bonus game for you guys. Okay. This was the 3 minute game. This was a 3 minute game. All right. And I've been playing really well in blitz for some reason. Okay, but not as well in rapid. I don't know what it is. And then obviously the skills don't exactly translate well because in one you got to play slower, right? So I'm just playing. I'm just going pretty fast. I get my stuff set up here. I like this setup that I've got here. It feels a little strange. We're kind of mirroring each other. It's a little congested, you know, but it's okay overall. I don't mind it. So there, and then he just kind of do a little trade there, and then he just he just blunders his knight, and I give him a check, I give him a check. His best move was actually to block the check with the thing, with the knight, with the thing. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm gonna go take a nap after this, I guess. Jeez. Um, but I guess he didn't see it. All right. So, we're playing on 3 minutes. So then I saw it and I was like, oh wow. Okay. So then I take it. Then I bring my knight up. I trade, I give him a check and I win the queen. Okay. I won the queen. But apparently the best move, I guess, was bishop. And then what here? Oh, and then here. And then he has to go back. And then what, like here? No, the best move is. Oh, then I take with the. Look, do you see? Do you see? This is the problem. Don't play chess when you're tired, guys. Don't play chess when you're tired. Okay. And then either way, I win. So it doesn't matter what he does here. So he could like, that's the only good move, and then I just take him up here. All right. Anyway, I wish I noticed that earlier. I wish I noticed that earlier. I got happy and I took the queen, and then I don't know. Yeah, yeah, he couldn't do anything at that point, right? So then I just took, and I won. Quick checkmate. See, 91% accuracy. Pretty awesome, I would say. No blunders. One inaccuracy that game. One inaccuracy. Not bad. Anyway, so that's the bonus game, all right? And I hope that I redeemed myself in your eyes today. And that's it. Thanks you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed me being better at chess than I was in the last video. All right, guys, peace out.